That's that's one of the more common forefront mistakes that people make,
Mhm.
is that they're leading with their product. They're selling their product. They're not selling a solution to a particular pain,
Mhm.
right? Instead of trying to sell you a cheeseburger right now, I first need to figure out if you're hungry. And I also need to figure out the type of foods that you tend to like, right? And then I also need to figure out what time of day you eat. And then also, you know, do you have hot dogs, pizza? Are you like into really healthy food? Before I even start talking about my cheeseburger, I need to understand where I can actually position this cheeseburger to where you will actually purchase it. But sales is actually supposed to talk about value. You're more like a doctor. Like imagine if you walk into a doctor's office and before you said anything, the doctor says, "Look, I have morphine. I have uh, Tylenol. I have Panadol. I have metformin. I also have a little bit of like extra morphine as well." Before you said anything at all, that's not a salesperson. That's not a doctor. That's a drug dealer. And the problem is what happens in sales these days, in terms of a lot of companies, is that they're doing more like a drug deal type sell, which is I got this, I have that, I have all these things. This is what I have. I'm going to give it to you. And people's natural reaction, as you would in any of those scenarios, would say, I'll take a look at it later, or yeah, send me an email, or I don't find this something that I even want to look into at this moment. And it's all based on behaviors because they're not actually looking at what a doctor really does, which is a doctor doesn't say anything at all. They just say, "So what's been going on? Oh, well, how long has that been an issue for you?" And then check your temperature and,
Mhm.
see if you have a fever
Out of
and
discovery, right?
let's listen to your heart rate. They're doing the diagnosis,
Mhm.
right? And then they say, "Well, look, I'm not quite sure fully what you may have, but here's some of the things that I can prescribe to you." And then from there, if it's still a problem, let's come back in 5 days and then we will re-examine you for further stuff. And these are individuals that have degrees that we trust to inject fluids in our bodies, right? So clearly that process allows comfort and trust. And so if you met a doctor that did it the other way, that would be terrifying, right?